Hey, I'm Nick, I'm here with Guardian Bandsaw, and today I'm showing off the 400R model with a sliding table designed for meat processing. So the first thing the operator does when they come in the morning to log into their Guardian is they touch here on the screen, they go to their own login, enter an individual passcode, and then follow the instructions on the screen. So you'll see here I'm connected with some wires on the contact sensing system. This contact sensing system works by effectively, if you come into contact with a grounded metal surface, aka the blade will stop. It operates very much as our secondary safety system. So you follow the instructions here on the screen. So first you put your left hand on, remove it, put your right hand on, remove it, and then you put both hands on. You'll see that a light turns on for the vision system. So now that I've passed the contact sensing, I'm going to pass the vision system, which is very much our primary method of detection. The advantage of the vision system is because the cameras can see the gloves before you come into contact with the blade, it prevents an injury entirely. So you'll see here there's red borders around each one of the 4 cameras. So for the operator to be able to use the machine, they would bring their hands in to pass all 4 cameras. Here I'm just going to show you what it's like to pass an individual one. You cover up these purple bubbles, and then this is how the operator would do it. It's very quick. You bring both hands in and pass all 4 cameras at once. You'll see right now the blade's very loose. You press the reset button to tension the blade. Now that the blade's tensioned, the saw will be ready to run, and it operates very much like a normal bandsaw. You have a start, a stop, and because this bandsaw is set up for side operation, like this, we also have a kick stop button there on the side. What I'm going to do now is I will run the blade and I'm going to throw this glove in to show you just how quick the machine stops. So you can see there that the saw is stopped. There's no damage to the glove whatsoever, so the operator would entirely avoid an injury. And to get cutting again, all they have to do is press that reset button to retension and rearm the brake. Takes typically between 10 to 12 seconds. And like that, you're cutting again. After each near miss incident, the operator is able to come into the statistics tab here and watch back exactly what happened. So here you'll see the glove will come in, and if you watch in slow motion frame by frame, you can see the blade jump there just before the glove comes into contact. This stopping time here is in milliseconds, so thousandths of a second. So the saw's stopped and detensioned within 12.1 milliseconds of seeing the glove. We also have a live camera view here, and in this live camera view you can see here if I bring in my hand that doesn't have the blue glove on it, that you can see my hand moving around. And then as soon as I bring in my right hand with the blue glove on it, you'll see this red overlay pop up on the screen. Anywhere that the camera sees that's red, the machine will stop. That no-go zone is 60 millimeters, or 2 inches from the front, 1 inch either side, and 1 inch at the back. On the machine, we also have this help tab. So on here, we have a fault codes treat sheet. So if anything goes wrong with the saw, if I put my left hand on, right now you'll see these fault codes pop up on the screen. If I come to that help tab, open the fault code sheet, I can scroll down, find that particular issue, and troubleshoot it. If the end result was that you had to change a part, for example the brake trigger, we have a step-by-step guide here on the screen with which tools you need, the safety protocols to follow while you're doing it, and how to pull that out and put a new one in. If you prefer video, we also have videos for the same components over here with one of our technicians doing this in the factory. We also have in the Help tab the user manual, but also recommended preventative maintenance tasks and how to complete those with the frequencies. If you connect your bandsaw to the internet, you also have access to all of this information on our online portal, along with the live near-miss data. We have several customers who have a lot of bandsaws across a lot of different facilities, and the way that they track their safety is that if one operator sets the machine off more than 3 times in an 8-hour shift, it'll email their supervisor, let the supervisor know that that operator needs some training to become a safer operator. They can review the video together, and you will notice over time, once you own your Guardian, that the amount of activations or near-miss incidents that you have will trend downwards. So, 2 of the key features that make the Guardian Bandsaw different from any other safety bandsaw on the market is, the first one is we have 4 cameras up in here. The advantage of having 4 cameras over just one means that we can create a uniform safety zone, which means that the operator is just as safe if their hand comes in up here as they are down here. Using a single camera, you get what effectively a fisheye effect. So the operator is not as safe at the top of the vision zone as they are at the bottom. We also detension the blade at the same time as we grab it with the brake pads. The advantage of that is that you reduce the amount of damage on the blade and increase the blade life in safety events. Having to change the blade causes downtime and can affect your productivity. Along with the safety statistics here, we are also exporting, if you connect your bandsaw to the network, productivity data. So you can see in here there's runtime, cuts, and we can graph all of that against time, against number of activations. All of that gets captured on our online web portal, which is accessible from anywhere in the world. So now I'm going to trim up some St. Louis style spare ribs for you. So first, to get the thickness of the cut, you use the spring-loaded thing on the thicknessing guide. You pull it in close to where you want it, and then to get it down to exactly 1 inch, you can use this little wing nut down here. So now I'm ready to start the saw. And now I've got these nice uniform 1 inch St. Louis style spare ribs ready for the grill. One of the other advantages of the Guardian system is that it's very quick and easy to change your blade using the pneumatic blade tensioning system. So you come in here into blade change mode. You'll see now I press the blue lower button and the brake will say locked. What that's done is it's put a pin through the brake pad so that if you have to lock out the machine or turn the air off, that you can still change the blade with no power. Then you come here, open this door, open the table using this little latch down here, and the table latches into the open position so that it can't fall on your hand. Then you come around the side, drop this blade guard down, and the blade should pull right out, like so. Then you would just put your new blade in. You go through the blade guard, over the top wheel, into the brake pads, round the bottom wheel, and in between the blade guides. Once the new blade's been installed, you lift this blade guard back up, press in that little tab latch that's holding the table open, close the table, and close the door. Then on the screen, you just hit Finish Blade Change, and yes, a new blade has been installed. Then you just do your vision check to show that you've put your correct gloves back on if you're wearing cut-proof gloves, and retension the blade.